Alrighty, welcome to my FL Studio 21 tutorial. I'm gonna go over most of the basics, to go over what all these doodads and doohickeys do in FL. So, first off, we're gonna start off with the pattern and song selection. So this is pattern mode, and then this is song mode. So pattern mode shows the patterns that will not be displaying right here, but in a different screen. And then song mode will display this right here. This is what your main thing's gonna be. Shut up, Baduki. Why are you working so much? My dog going crazy in the back. Anyways, so this is your play button. And then this is the stop button, of course. So stop, play, stop. And then this is your record button. We're going to get into all of the rest of these doohickeys a little later on. But the record button, play button, stop button, these are your main functions, which you're going to go up and use. So, the next one I want to go over is the BPM. This controls like the tempo, how fast the song moves. So as you can see, it's slower BPM, and as you can see, it's faster with this one. You can set it up to crazy amounts of speeds. But the standard is usually 140 for hip hop beats, which is usually the genre everybody wants to make. But the next thing I want to go over is the metronome. Now the metronome is obviously a metronome. Just helps you keep track. And then you got the count in. So if you want to wait before you start it. So wait, hold on. It works when you record it. Yeah, so it's like a little count in before you start recording your vocals. And then you really don't have to worry about the rest of these. These really are extras, you know what I mean? Now the next thing I want to go over is you're gonna get to pattern in a minute. But right now we want to go over these. These are your main little tools you're gonna be using, especially these 5. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, these 5. So this is basically like the home menu to like go back to the home screen. And then this is your piano roll. That pattern mode that I mentioned earlier, this is where that comes into play, where you make your patterns and make your beats in this. See, when I switch it to song mode, it's not playing that. But when I switch it to pattern mode, it plays the patterns. So that's where that comes in to play. So next is the channel rack. Now the channel rack is used to import sounds such as, I did not mean to do that. Imports files such as claps, 808s, snares. You can also put them in, fill them in these little buckets. Well, I like to call them buckets, but little spots. Well, switch to pattern mode and see, it'll play like the little preview for you. So yeah, that's used for that. So all the previous instruments that you have downloaded over here, you can put them into this, but we're not gonna get into that right now. So right now we're gonna get into the mixer. Now this baby right here, this has caused me a lot of pain and a lot of struggles, but I'm gonna get to this and editing and chopping your vocals in a minute. So what the mixer is, this is your master mix. So this is like the overall sound of everything that you're gonna hear. And then this is your inserts. So you see this cord? So this cord is hooked up to the master because the master plays everything that's in the whole little arrangement. So when you go into insert 1, it's connected to master. So whatever you record on insert 1, it's going to go straight directly to the master. You can still record on insert 1 and then not have it hooked up to the master by clicking this. So you won't be able to hear it. It'll still play through insert 1, but you won't be able to hear it because it's not connected to the master. Now, once we want to record, what we do is we go over here, all the way right here, and then we click N1. And now I can hear myself. But if you don't want to hear yourself while you're recording because there's a little delay, you just go over here to exit and then just turn off. See, this is what I like to do. I like to record with it off because I like to do multiple takes, multiple things. But as you see, whenever I put in the insert 1, this started to highlight, which means it's recording on this one. So insert 1 is now recording. So now when I hit the record button, a little menu should pop up. Mine doesn't pop up because I have a skip. So a little menu should pop up, and then you should be able to la 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 la, and it should be able to hear yourself. So when you play it back, la 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 la, yeah, you can hear yourself. Now we're gonna get into the presets in another video. Right now, I just want to get the basics out the way. So these are all your slots for all your effects. So you open up the mixer. Again, I'm gonna review everything. So this is the playlist. This is the piano rack to make your beats. You always have to switch to pattern mode to play in it. And then this is your little channel rack where you can place little notes and create patterns here. La 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 la. Yeah. So you can play your little track. That was just playing this over here. So I can just delete that. I don't need that vocal thing anymore. So the next thing we can do is play through the mixer. So now that you're in the mixer, you can record your vocals like I said before, and then you can unhook it so you can record without hearing yourself as well doing it that way. But I prefer to just do it, connect it, and just turn this off to not hear yourself. When these two are active, you're going to hear yourself while recording. When it's off, that's just how you don't hear yourself. You can also set these whenever you're selecting it so you can hear it a certain type of way. But now we're going to get into the effects. Now when you hit slot 1, it's going to pop up a little menu, and it's going to show up a whole bunch of things. See, I have plugins, so your menu is not going to exactly look like this. I have a few plugins, not too many. But let's say I want to add reverb, so Fruity Reverb 2. So now it opens up the plugin menu. So now when I record, so let me record a vocal. La 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 la. So it's active now. The reverb is active. I can just close out of this, and then I can just hear it back. La 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 la. So see, it added the little reverb effect to it. And you can play around with the effects by clicking the little arrow, click replace, and then you can just play around with adding multiple effects on. That's how people make presets. They just add a whole bunch of effects onto one thing and then just slap it on the insert and record with it. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to go over these really quickly. So you got the delete, you got the replace, which I really went over. Then you can go to the delete to delete it. And then you got presets, which is like the presets to whatever effect you have. And then you got browse presets, which is basically going to do the same thing. Go through your whole playlist of presets. And then you got the add plugin as favorites. And then you got all of these, rest of these. Move up, move down, change color, change icon. There's a whole bunch of different little things you can fool around with. But right now, we're just concerned with the effect. And then this knob right here, it's a power, or I would say the level of your effect. You can change it where you can maximum level or just a little bit of it, a little reverb. And you can also fine tweak it if you go inside here. You can fine tweak the dry, the ER, and then the wet. So the dry is basically how mature your voice sounds, or how clear, basically, I would say it. Wet just adds like the reverb, that spacey feel. ER is just like the little balance between those two. And then bass is like, of course, to put more bass into it. And you can see the colors change. You can also affect it by playing around with it. So it just takes a little bit of playing around with some of these effects to understand them. So yeah, now that that's out the way, I'm just going to delete that. And now this little clock here is for how much delay you want to have in your mic. So usually you want to set it to the 0. It's going to automatically turn yellow whenever you start recording. So record, and then boom. Oh, I don't know why it didn't turn yellow. Let me just, yeah, I don't know why it didn't turn yellow. But yeah, that's the basics for this. This part right here is just it's like a little mini EQ to like change the fluctuation of your voice. So you want to get rid of the mids. You can just up the mids, the mid ranges of your vocals, and then you can lower the lows, or raise the lows and raise the highs. You can kind of mess around with this graph. It kind of manipulates your voice. So if I want low mids, so if I just record this, la 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 la, and then I just go into here and then just play with the mids, la 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 la. It sounds different. La 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 la. See, yeah, see, it sounds different. So if I want to reset it, I just right click and then just hit, where is it at? Reset track to default. And it'll get rid of all the effects, all of the mids, everything. So yeah, that's useful. And then this right here is your volume knob. Control the volume of it. La 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 la. I usually set it right here, which is like, it'll auto like snap to it. to the default. And these two, you really don't have to really worry about these two. La 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 la. You don't really have to worry about these two. The swipe left, swipe right. This right here, this is actually really good. The stereo separation, it kind of adds like a little bit more reverb to it. La 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 la. Whenever you stack on a whole bunch of effects, it adds like a little bit more reverb to it. And then this kind of like decreases it. La 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 la. You ain't gonna really hear it. When you slap a preset on, you'll be able to tell the difference. I'll explain that in the next video. But yeah, so all of these inserts are basically just different presets you can just add on to it. And then you can just hit the record button when you want to record. I can record two at once if I really wanted to. So la 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 la. And as you can see, both of them are both recording. So, oh, it has that line in it because I didn't set the insert into it. You gotta always set the insert, and then you can just click off, and boom, there you go. So, I'm gonna just review really quickly. So basically, what I did was I went into the mixer track, which is this here mixer, and you can also view the names up here at the top right. Hint panel, it lets you know what the name is. So this is the playlist, piano roll, channel rack, mixer. So all of these are, yeah, basically your tools, which you're going to be using most commonly. And this button right here is just to turn it off. So when it's grayed out like that, you're not going to really hear it. So I'm not going to hear insert one anymore. So yeah, I'm not going to hear that. La 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 la. Yeah. So you get the point. And then these are the records. So I can just take one off and just record on insert one. It'll only record on that. And then I can, you know, record on both of them at the same time if I wanted to. So yeah, let me take that one off. None. That was one. Alrighty, I believe that's most of the basics right there. That's all you really need to start recording on FL, is really just slide through here. Let me go through the editing options. So this pencil tool, so say I want to record a vocal. Let's just say I recorded this. La la la. La 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 la. So I recorded my vocal, right? So I will go up here to this pencil tool, and I can just drag it around with the pencil tool. I can move it up and down, drag it around, cut it up if I want to, and then control scroll wheel is to zoom in. Now if you want to elongate these, you hit Alt scroll wheel. Now that elongates it. It's like a little bit more of a zoom. You can also hit Control right click to zoom as well, you want to do it that way to get into those finer areas, like right here. So I like to keep it like this. It kind of helps me see it visually. So yeah, and then you can just skip through it like this as well. That's how you get to the playlist. And the paintbrush kind of does the same thing as a pencil, the draw tool, but the paintbrush, all you really do is you can just copy it, basically paste it everywhere. La 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 la. And then you hold the right click to delete them. You can use this with the pencil as well. And then this one is just to delete as well. This one's to turn off the sound of it. So let me Control Z, bring it back, and then I can just mute these. So they mute. Now it's muted. And then you click it again to unmute it. And I can also hold the right click to delete it. And then this one, the skip, is just to skip over them. To skip in it. So say if I have something that's later on in it or that got cut off in it, like see this piece, when I hit the skip tool, I can just skip over to it. Now I'll play this. Yeah. So the next tool is the cut tool. This, my guy, slice tool, my guy. You're going to be using it a lot. So when you want to zoom in and just cut in there, you just hold the left click and just slide down and it'll slice it for you. It'll just cut it in half and then you can just delete it. So that's how you get those exact notes. Now if you want to select it, you can either hold Control left click and select it like that, or you can go up here and just use the select tool. It's kind of a little bit more broad with this. And then the magnifying glass to zoom in and out. You can do with the scroll wheel as well. And then you got the playback to play this. To play back specific notes. Alrighty, so that's the basics on that. This is the play and pause as well as that. So the next thing is these. So these are basically your recording, your vocal recording. So it'll just go to these. It won't tell you exactly where it's at, but I'm gonna get to this menu in a little bit. So these are your vocal recordings. They're all slapped up here. Now, if I want to delete this one, this is the last recording. I'll just go up to it, hit the right, and then just hit delete. Boom. Now it's deleted. I can just bring it back up by just hitting Control Z. Alrighty. Now, the next thing I want to go over was these. Is it these? No, it's not these. It is the vocals. So if I wanted to change the pitch of my vocals, so let me just get rid of this, delete my keyboard. If I just wanted to change the pitch of it, I would go up to it, go to pitch, and just crank it all the way up. Now it changes the pitch of it. So I can just play with the knob. So right is high pitch, left is low pitch. You can also manipulate the pitch and the time with this one. This one changes the manipulation of the pitch and time. It's how people speed up their tracks, like make fast tracks. They just do this. La la. They just highlight all of it and then just double click and then change the pitch like this. La la. You can also change the volume of it in here as well. La la. It's another volume little thing, and then this is the pan on the right side. La la. So now it's only playing on the right side, and then la la left side. So this is center. And then what this right here, your track, what it does, it assigns this vocal. So this specific vocal will be assigned to track 1, which is in your mixer, this insert 1. So if you want to assign it to insert 2, you can just hold left click and then just move your mouse up, and then boom. Now this whole thing is assigned to track 2. La la. So you'll see it right here. La la. It's playing in track 2. Now if I go back and assign it to track 1, la la, it's playing through track 1. So say you want to put this vocal preset or this vocal on a different preset in your mixer. So you say if you have one preset here and you have an ad lib here, you can just switch it over and boom. Now it's in your ad lib. La la. See, now it's in your ad lib. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to go over, this pitch and range. You really don't have to worry about that. It's the same thing as this. So if I put it up to 5, it just basically speeds it up even more. La la. Compared to 2. La la. La la la. And 5 is, let me see. La la. Basically changes the ranges of it. Now, now these right here, this is how you manually pitch it. So you can use the manual pitch. And then this is the effect, like how fast it plays it. La la. Right drags it out more, makes it slower. Left makes it la 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 quicker, and then you can change the pitch with it. La 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 la. La 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 la. So yeah. And then you can also use this time. I don't really use this one too often because it's not really accurate to me. Because look, it kind of stretches everything really too far. And then when you get to the center, yeah, see, it does a little too much. And then it loads, so it goes through the CPU to load it. Now these right here, these are not really too much. These are just little side effects that FL has, like stock setup presets, if you will. So this removes the DC offset. La la. It's not really doing much. This normalizes, makes it louder. La la. Gives it that like crisp sound, like that strong, rich sound. Reverse basically self-explanatory. Reverses it. La la. Reverse polarity. La la. La la. Does the same thing. Phase stereo. La la la. So I phase it on this side. Swap stereo. La la. Yeah. So you can also mess with the start right here. So it starts at a different point in the clip or vocal. You can change the length of it so it won't last as long. You can change the in and out. So you can fade it with these. The crossfade right here, you can crossfade it. And then you can also trim it. Now, you really don't have to worry about these bleeding transparent. You really don't have to worry about these. And then these are like the file location for it. So, let's just exit out of this. Let's see. What's the next thing I should go over? Oh, this little triangle thing. This just shows the effect is on. When you click it off, that shows the effect is off. It's a raw vocal. Now, what else I gotta do? What else is the next one? Now, I'm gonna get to the pattern making. So I went over everything. Basically, these are all your tools: the pencil, the paintbrush, the delete, the mute, the skip. Basically, all the tools are right here. Your recordings up here. Your other tools are over here. Piano roll, channel rack, mixer, browser to browse your files, which is right here to browse these. Basically, close that. Open project, so you can open your project through here, patterns and everything like that. And then this is your plugin menu to look at all the plugins you have. You scroll through all of those. And then you got your tempo tapper. So this creates the tempo. So look at that BPM up there. So if I now the BPM has changed. So yeah, that's another way to figure out the tempo of your songs. So yeah, I think that's all the basics you really need to know. I'm gonna get to the separate video of how to make the beats in another video. So yeah, I hope this tutorial was helpful in getting you started. And oh wait, another thing. Before I get off the record. So when you record, la 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 la, and you wanna go to this one. So how FL works is when you record a vocal, it records on this line right here, just this straight line until it's done. But when you're done recording, you want to record on this space. Say you want to record on this space, you have to skip in the playlist to record on this space. Now, if you want to record on a layer below, you have to go back to where the track 1 is. So this layer is occupied. So since this layer is occupied, it's going to go automatically to track 2 and record all the way to track 2. It's going to record on the next open available track. So let me show you. So say I record on vocal layer 1, and then now I want to record on vocal layer 2. So I'll go vocal layer 2, and you can hear the previous one as well. And you can also mute it by just clicking this power one, vocal layer 2, and you can just see vocal layer 1. And then that's how you make like doubles. Double. See, yeah, that's how people make like the double effect. What's another thing? You can right click it to change the color. There's more little things, and you can also assign certain tracks. So say if I la 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 la, instead of going in here and doing it through here, you can also right click it, go through track mode, audio track, and then assign it to your specific insert that you want it as. And then you got all these other settings to mute it, clone it, move down, move up. There's a whole bunch of other settings you can fiddle with. Now, another thing I want to get to is these automation clips, these little effects. Now, this is how you add an effect just manually right here to your channel rack. However, these tools are just fading. So to crossfade, so if I say I want to fade this in, I just drag it from here all the way right here. Boom. La 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 la. Now it fades. And you can also fade it from here too, if I can grab it. See, that's how the fade works. Boom, boom. And then say I want to crossfade it, so I create 2. I'm gonna get to how to do that later. So you hit Control B to duplicate it in front of you. You can hit Control V, but Control V is just gonna paste it whatever. But you can hit Control B as in boy, and boom, it goes right in front of it. And then Control X is obviously to delete. Control S is to save, obviously. And Control A is to highlight all. Now, say you get stuck like this. So I'm holding Control and left click. So that's how you create like a little loop. So say your stuff is just looping right here, right? What you do is you hit Control and then left click, and boom. That's how you log out of that. And now this also plays through the playlist. And then more on the fading. So say I want to crossfade it, I just highlight it, Control B, and then drag it in, and boom, now it's crossfading. So la 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 la. You see what I mean? And so you can just pull it out, la 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 la. And then you can also fade it more, or you can change how the volume of the end of it is. Badookie, Badookie. It's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Anyways, so you can just drag it in, and then this right here is your gain. This is how you raise the volume up on it. So and you can lower it. How many decibels it is. And then you can just and raise the volume of it at the end. So yeah, that's how crossfading works. This one is 0. I really don't know what this clip does. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, what this effect does, I really don't know. I really don't be using it. But this right here is the resize. This is basically the pitch changer thing. You can do this. You can do it that way, or you can do it this way to get your desired effect. So what you do is you click out of that to cut it up, and then you can use this to squash and stretch it, basically. So yeah, that's another way to do that effect. And then to stop that, you just click it again. Boom. And I think I covered everything. Obviously, there's more effects up here, such as file, to view the file, create new files. These are more my recent projects. To open, start from new, start with 808 limiter, and then you can edit through here, add. This is how you add your effects. Patterns, this is how you add patterns in, random color. View, this is how you view things. Script, toolbar, tempo, such as that. It's basically these effects up here. Options, if you want, and another good thing to do once you're in there is go to audio settings and then go to here and make sure you have, I think it's this, the sample rate up to the lowest one possible, and then FL ISO as well. You can use the other ones, but they're not really as reliable. FL ISO is my favorite one. And then the buffer length, you want to set that one as low as possible. This is the delay in your mic. You want to set it as low as possible, which is 256. And then you can select your mic right here. What you want to put in. Default input. You can just set it to whatever. Now, what is these rest of the ones you really don't have to worry about. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much the general thing. And then if you want to change your theme, it's right here too. Change it to make it look cool. You can also fiddle with like the settings right here to change the color of it, the hue. So I want to make it blue. Make like these blue, orange, mute. Yeah. How I change like the settings. So yeah, you can fool around with that right now though. Most people keep the default. This is mine. I like this one the most. And so yeah, that's basically how you work FL. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns about any of these, and I'll be gladly to explain it. But right now, I'm just gonna play something for you. Open a project. Nope. Just delete all of these. Let's play something for you. Yeah, you can open up your things. I'm gonna go over how to put presets in another video. But as you can see, when I open up my mixer, it's different little vocal presets that are already set. They already got the effects going. Everything's plugged in. Everything's going. I'll just play it for you. Oh, to put in files or vocal things, you just go to your file and just drag and drop. So on my other screen, I have it pulled up. So say I want to put in, I don't know. Let's say I want to put in this beat. So all I gotta do is just go down here, drag, drop, and boom, it imports it. It'll look like something like that. It'll look kind of crazy, but you just mute this and then. We just do it like that. But now we're playing this. I'm gonna just let it play out.
Yeah, bitch, I'm climbing to the top now. I know it's a long way down. Champion when I'm around. Oh yeah, it's going down. And he got me faded, got me moving like a zombie. Yes, he overrated, how she do it, it's beyond me. I know I'm a faker, can't you tell, I'm a wannabe. 300 eyes, when she send me through emoji. But I got my fangs out, spread my wings out. She gon' blow her brains out.
Basically, yeah.